Jesus. The J stands for shut light, fire, shut up in my bones. The E stands for every time feel the spirit moving, I'm moving for Jesus, Jesus. The S stands for, I said the S stands for somebody touch me. Thursday, they had to be. Say it again, say it again, say it again. Oh, the U stands for until comes again. I'll be working for Jesus, for Jesus, for Jesus. The other hand stands for solely, I said solely must be Son of God. They hung him high, stretched him wide, hung him high, stretched him wide, hung him high, stretched him wide, hung him high, stretched him wide. Yeah, the Bible said that Jesus, that the Bible said that Jesus healed a man sick for 38 years. Take up your bed, 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 take up your bed. The Bible said, the Bible said, the Bible said, another man blind from birth, Jesus stooped down, took some milk, anointed, blind man eyes, said, Jesus, do you love him? Do you love him? Let me see it.
What's up, Macon, Georgia? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Macon, Georgia. Oh, got a little feedback there. I just want to thank these gentlemen right here at the AM 980 The Glory. I want to thank Minister Scott, Bishop Rozier. Am I saying that right? Or is it Reverend Rozier? The morning man, Bishop Scott. Let's see. Let me turn these headphones down a little bit. Yeah, turn them down just a little bit there. Thank you, there, gentlemen. These gentlemen just been so helpful. It's just holiday season. Help is coming from everywhere. We're trying to get y'all on Al Tillman community page. Yeah, we want to get y'all on the Al Tillman community. Thank you, there, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, there. See, we got so many helping hands. It's just like Santa with the helping hands. Good morning to you. It's a Thursday right here on The Glory, and you can tune into us live. If you are on your smartphone, we're on WDDO.live as usual. Thank you there, Minister Scott. We appreciate you. You can always tune in to Minister Scott from 11 to 3 or 12 to 3, except for on Thursdays. He's always doing a fabulous and fantastic job. And Vertise Rozier wakes you up in the morning at 6 a.m. until 10, getting your glory and your spirit on. Because y'all know we need that during this time in 2020. And it's such a pleasure to be here. Let me apologize. Show's running just a tad late because I know some of y'all just like your morning coffee. You want it. You want your morning coffee sometimes, and I apologize. But we got some sad news for one of our local brothers that's been around with us so long and always helping us out. Comedian RTK. Yeah, part of our Tiger Entertainment community family. Has passed away. Bless his heart, bless his family. Man, I tell you, 2020 has just been an interesting year. RTK, my friend, actually was taking dialysis with my mom, trying to get my morning shake on. Y'all getting your morning shake? See, I don't drink coffee. This is what I drink. I drink the premium shakes because I'm trying to slow down on my sugar and all that good stuff. So let me get juiced up this morning. While I wave some of y'all in. Come on in. Come on in. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. All of our Facebook users, our smartphone users, if you're talking to us or hearing from us on the computer, good morning to you. Yeah. RTK, comedian Tyrone Kessler, with our Tiger Entertainment family. Those that go back with us from Tiger Entertainment days, when HBO, Def Comedy Jam, BET's Comic View was so hot, and we were doing it on a weekly basis downtown from Cafe La Ritz. Down there at Cafe La Ritz, where y'all may not know it now. It's in Macon, Georgia. It's a Ninja called Ninja Restaurant, but it was used to be Cafe La Ritz, and then it changed to the famous OS Club. And RTK Tyrone, man, we were doing these skits. He would do this skit called Umerah, the Umerah skit, come out in his red dress. Tyrone was, well before they were doing a lot of these skits back in, man, was it 1992, 93. RTK was taking a chance and a risk coming out with these skits. And then his brother, he would do a few characters, and then he'd come on stage. He'd be so sharp. He'd be so fly in his suit, man. And I remember we were at the Macon City Auditorium, doing the Southeast Comedy Super Jam. And RTK was so sharp. He came out, and he was doing radio and whatever. And he came out, and like people were just stunned because it's like he was dressed like he was in Hollywood or whatever. And RTK said, y'all ain't gonna give it up for me, give it up for the suit, if nothing else. And the crowd just went crazy because it was indeed a nice suit. And so that was RTK going pro. He had this skit, I'm going pro. So my heart is heavy, and I sent it out to my brother because he's one of the original Tiger Entertainment, and of course I've served as vice president of Tiger Entertainment for well over 20 years. Co-founder of Tiger Entertainment with so many gentlemen. I still serve as vice president, and I recruited RTK. I recruited him, and he was from Warner Robins, Georgia, but I recruited him, and he performed in Macon, Georgia for years. And so he could do Bernie Mac's voice. He always he wanted to make it. He just loved entertaining. He wanted to make it. I remember, I don't know, one year Bernie Mac came to town, and RTK, he was just so destined to meet Bernie Mac. He ended up following Bernie Mac's limousine until it stopped for gas out of Macon. And he was like, man, I just got a chance to meet Bernie Mac. And man, it was just so cool, because he was at the show at the auditorium that year. And he got in his car and he followed the limousine. Because, of course, back in the day, a lot of times artists came into Macon and we didn't have a top of the line hotel. And so a lot of them would perform and then drive and leave out going to Atlanta because they were trying to catch a red eye or something. So those memories of with Smoke and Buster and Roddy and Antone, Alex, Sugar Bear, myself, 6ix9ine, just great times. And I know the brothers are hearing it. Oh, world famous Jacko brothers are hearing it and seeing it for the first time. I just know it's just a terrible time, terrible feeling, because what 2020 has brought so much pain and death, this 2020 cycle. And so a lot of folks are saying, we ready for 2021. to be over. You know, we really are. We really are. And so, yeah, I want to say happy birthday to the big homie, Todd 69 Williams. Yeah, say happy birthday to the big homie out there. Celebrate your birthday, man. Live life. It is December. It's that December time, and so so you have to just, man, just trying to get past it. And I know it's a holiday season and it's tough, and we got to get past it all, man. We got to get past it. So what's going on? Holiday season, you put up your lights. I know I just got to admit this, y'all. I'm still guilty. I have not put up my Christmas lights, and my wife said to me yesterday, she said, just wait and put them up next year. She says she's gonna move and buy a new house anyway. She said put them up next year, and because I'm sitting here like we're telling the kids we got enough lights to fill up the stairs, downstairs, outside. We got the snowman and the Christmas and all that, and I got all this stuff and just haven't put up the lights. Why I haven't put up the lights? I don't know. Maybe because it's COVID, and usually my uncle will come over and help me, and then my son and so forth. So I said if they start with the lights, it'll probably motivate me a little bit, but they would have to, start with the lights as well. All right. This is the Al Tillman Show right here on AM 980. It's the Glory. Yeah. And we're coming to you each and every Thursday right here on the Glory. I want to thank all our good friends. I want to say what's up to those over there on Meals on Wheels. Hey, if y'all out there, Meals on Wheels. You got to go over and volunteer with Meals on Wheels, the package store, grocery store, and Napier and Pioneer Avenue. We thank y'all for being a part of the show this morning. Our friends over at the banquet hall over on Eisenhower Parkway next to S&S. Place holds about 1,000 to 1,500 folks. You can socially distance, but I don't know when it's safe, man. So I want to thank all of y'all. You're gonna get the shot. It's out. I was trying to look it up. Pfizer versus Moderna. What people are doing and what you're asking for. Pfizer or Moderna. Are you gonna take the shot? A call-in number is 478-250. 478-250-1444. If we're just gonna open it up. I'm just gonna talk about some stuff today. Let's see what's happening, man. It's a lot of stuff happening. Early voting for this season has started, and it's still it's dangerous. We talk about how dangerous it is for Pfizer or the vaccine or COVID-19. Man, it's just as dangerous to be a Republican, especially you've never seen anything like this in your life, that the president of the United States is threatening so many people, Republicans. So listen, y'all got to go out and vote December 14th through December 30th. You just got to go out and vote and make your voice be heard. And so you have to do that. I think, these young millennials, African Americans, white women, y'all for years have been in a state of denial and thinking that our voices sometimes have not been heard. But I think with all this movement of police brutality, of shooting all of these young men that have, brought the spotlight out, and folks talk about, well, a lot of folks got shot, just as many whites and so forth. Well, what's highlighted. Social media is the movement now, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, social media, Snapchat, all this stuff. It's the movement of what you can make hot. And what's hot is white officers shooting, killing brothers. And there's a movement across this country to change the paradigm. And I think you've seen it just in Georgia with so many district attorneys being sworn in, 7 across the state. And want to say congratulations once again to our new district attorney, Anita Howard, sworn in last Saturday. Had a chance to be there, and I felt so bad after being there because, well, let me tell you what I did. I went to Anita Howard. I'm sorry, Anita Reynolds Howard, swearing in for the first woman district. She made history on a couple of different levels. First woman district attorney, first African American. This girl raised so much money. I mean, we just didn't even think it was possible. But I went and I was nervous. I was afraid, and because I'm like, I didn't want people to be touching me and all of this stuff because of COVID, because some people are adhering to, what's going on, but then some, they act like, it's not affecting them. But it actually is. And so the first thing I did is when I got in the car, I was looking around and I was downtown, almost there, because she was getting sworn in at the Tillman. I'm getting there and I'm coming in, and all of a sudden I don't have my mask. And so I call up somebody that I know would have a mask who's going to be there. And there was an office downtown, and I called him up and he answered the phone. Yeah, brother, I got a mask. Well, come on. I said, where you going to be? Meet me here. Meet me. So I went, I got my mask, and lo and behold, I was in uniform because it was Anita Reynolds Howard mask. And so I was in uniform. And so we get there, and because of COVID, I know I'm going to see people we hadn't seen each other, and it's a social gathering. People want to see you, but it's outside. It's beautiful. Stage is outside. I see my friend Andre Cabinets, who's doing the sound, working the board. Hadn't seen Andre in a minute. Andre used to go on the road with us for Tig Entertainment and film all our shows. Andre's been all over the country with us. He was my videographer, sound guy. And it was good to see him there. So we're outside, so you're feeling safe. So one of the things I did, I set up front, being part of the special reserve seating folks or what have you. I set up front, set on the end, set away from everybody, and lo and behold, let me tell you, people just are not taking this thing. And so people not taking COVID serious still. And I mean, we all want to be safe and are trying to be safe, but this is what I found myself apologizing for. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong, that folks were coming by, tapping me on the shoulder, touching me, wanting to fist bump. And I was just throwing up my fist like that with my hands open, like, just open up my hands, for those that can see me on social media. And I'm just saying, let's just, not fist bump. Let's just say high five without touching. But it's just so many people, and they kept trying to touch me. And I was like, no, let's not touch. Let's not touch. And it was so many people trying to do it. I felt bad. And one of my close friends who I love and adore, I won't call her name, and she came up and she was trying to fit me. And I'm like, back up. I was like, listen, the COVID is, yeah, I know. That's why I got on my N95 mask, and I only fist bump. So I found myself that evening, or I don't know, the next day, I text her, and I text a few people because there was another gentleman that I knew well. He came by, he hugged me on my shoulders, and I said, hey, man, it's COVID. Let's just do it like this. It was just so many. And what I discovered was two things. Besides me feeling bad and had to want to apologize to them, but we are an affectionate, just group of human beings. Human beings just have to touch each other. We have to high five. We have to shake hands. We have to fist bump. We have to touch each other's shoulder, pat you on the back, shoulder. Hey, what's up? Hey, we have to touch each other. And we still have not learned that Now, it's some funny acting people. God knows I'm not one of them. I love the affection as well, but when you have kids and you're going to the doctor, because some of y'all don't go to the doctor to get a checkup. And so you're going to the doctor and so forth, and people you're watching the news cycle. I think it gets in your mind that, hey, we got to be careful and cautious. But people walking around because they have a mask on. What's up? Hey, how you doing? Shaking your hand. And these are older people over 60. And one brother was looking at, I had to tell him twice. I said, hey man, no offense, but let's just do it like this for COVID. And I know he felt some type of way. I know he did. He was not one that I apologized to, because he was running around taking pictures, he was shaking everybody's dang hands. And so I end up sending a couple people texts and just saying, listen, it was great seeing you, but COVID-19, please don't be offended, because I didn't want to touch you, what have you. That's what I was trying to share with him, because it was a terrible. It was terrible, but we got through it. And so the next group is supposed to get sworn in is Making Bill Government. I'm supposed to be one of those, get sworn in on December 30th. We're doing it at the Macon City Auditorium. Commissioner Watkins, he calls me up and he says, Tillman, I saw Anita Reynolds Howard event. I think that was great. It was outside. Hey, why can't we do that? And I said, fine, but I'm not going to be able to initiate it. And so now it's been a week and a half, Commissioner Watkins, and he's still waiting on me to make the first move to say December 3rd. So at the time now, we had 3 weeks to say, let's do it at the City Auditorium. True enough, let people go in the City Auditorium, let them do the temperature checks, and then let them stand in front of City Hall. We had a good idea. At least stand in front of City Hall and we can get sworn in. But Lester Miller and I, the mayor-elect, we actually chose the City Auditorium. We actually talked, and I reached out to him, and I was like, hey, man, we're going to be sworn in. City Hall, what do you think? He says, I didn't think it's big enough. And he was thinking, because, as a new mayor coming in, folks usually want to be there for the new mayor, especially. And he was thinking it wasn't big enough for that reason. I was thinking more COVID. And so I think we decided to go with the City Auditorium for that reason. But I think, and I'm sorry, I keep hitting this, but Mayor-elect Miller we were together at the Anita Reynolds Howard swearing in. He sat right behind me. Commissioner Lucas sat a couple of seats over. So we were there. And so, but Watkins said he watched it on television, but he had the most concern about COVID, being the youngest guy. And so he's waiting on me. Listen, I'm not taking the initiative. So, because I think people are smart, and people that make decisions, they can make decisions to say, hey, this is what we want to do. So you have to be safe. Are you going to take the COVID vaccine shot? So yeah, give me a second. Gotta take my drink break. Somebody said, what are you drinking? Core Power. It's a protein shake, y'all. Y'all gotta try these. It's a protein shake. So my son, who's a little skinny fella, don't need to be having a high protein diet, but anything that tastes like it's got sugar in it, sweet, he likes it. So I'm getting used to liking it. Okay. As well. So I'm getting used to. I'm gonna take these headphones off for a second here. Yeah, I like that. Spruced up. I got on my FUBU. Got on my FUBU, for us, by us shirt. Yeah, so I got on my FUBU. I'm looking up, saying hey to y'all out there in radio and TV land. Look, want to turn y'all on some stuff before I get into the second half of what I want to talk about. Because the second half of the show is going to be interesting because I got some interesting developments and stuff I want to share with y'all. But I want to hook y'all up with something. If you're a woman out there and you are tired of being overpriced by cable, you've been paying a high cable bill. Put it like this. Put it like this. If you pay over $35 a month for cable service, somebody's taking advantage of you. Let me tell y'all something. There's so many things out there going on in this world that we just don't know about. And government folks and government officials, a lot of them make tax-free money, get tax-free money, but don't pay nearly as much as you all are paying for some things. Okay. Now, I've been trying to hook up folks and tell them about cable. I can get you cable for $34.99. I can get you cable. $34.99. All you need is internet. And listen, see, out there in your mind, I already hear it and see it. Oh, that's not possible. Oh, I don't believe that. I brought two people to my house that was close to me. I wanted to show them because one of them was on social media saying, oh, it's not possible, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, I'm paying the cable $34.99 a month. I get all of HBO, Showtime, Star, Cinemax. I get all of the NBA channels, NFL. I get all the pay-per-view is included. I get all the channels. And then here's the thing. Well, what about local channels? I can show you how to get local channels. All you need is an antenna. Matter of fact, for those that not receiving local channels, $20 or less, you can get a antenna and you can get all your local channels. So here's the thing. It don't matter if you in Macon, Georgia, Warner Robins, Middle Georgia, in another state, I can get you cable and show you how to get cable legally for $34.99. Okay. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to my inbox and say, I'm tired of paying so-and-so cable. And I'm going to teach you and I'm going to show you how you can get cable for $34.99 a month. And let me say this, because I know it's a lot of doubters out there already, and you haven't even seen it because you're used to paying $150, $200, $300 for your cable. It is possible. I understand. I used to be that guy. I was with one cable company for 22 years. Okay. I was with another cable company for 4 years. And the last company I was with for 2 weeks until my brother turned me on to how I can get cable pay-per-view. Like when the Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight, some of y'all that paid the $49.99 for, I watched it for free. All the boxing I watched for free. All the pay-per-view UFC fights. I'm telling you, it is life-changing, and I'm gonna hook you up. So all you gotta do, if you're on social media, go to my social media, Al Tiger Tillman, and just inbox me and says you're serious. And here's the thing: you can keep your cable and try this out for a week or two, but guess what? There's no contracts. You don't have to sign up for a year. You don't have to sign up for 2 years. Is just month to month. If you want to keep it going, whether you just got to have a debit or a credit card, and it's real. I'm telling you. I'm loyal. I was loyal to my cable company. My cell phone company. I remember I used to call. What was it? Years ago? It was Voice Stream, and then it turned into T-Mobile. And I was with them so long, they used to say, "Oh, we appreciate you. You've been with this company for 15 years." Yeah, I would stay with companies because I would try and not do the research and look and see, because I didn't do what everybody else did. I didn't just jump and jump and jump. I'm telling you, I was with my cable company for 22 years. And then I got with another one after them for 4 years. and then this last one for 2 weeks, and now I'm with this one, been with this company for 6 months, $34.99. Every channel, 3 to 4,000 channels. You can too, because if you got internet, it's no different. Remember years ago, remember 25, 30 years ago, or maybe even less than that, when y'all were hearing about, oh man, you're gonna be able to watch TV on your phone. Man, they crazy, man. I don't know what these folks talking about. I ain't never in my life heard. You don't be able to watch no TV on no phone. Ted Turner changed the world with the news system, cable, and all of this. Remember now, but just look at it now. Look at it now, that you can actually watch a video and television from your phone. But you're sitting out there listening to me and thinking, there's no way cable is $34.99. Why can't cable be $34.99 when people said 25 years ago, you're going to be able to watch television from your phone? And now all of a sudden, it's just the norm. It don't mean much to us anymore because everybody does it, and you can see. You can go to and watch videos. You can watch television. You can watch news on your phone. You see what I'm saying? What I'm telling you is there's so much technology and things that you just don't know. If you had an insurance claim within the last year, less than a year, it doesn't matter if your insurance company has already settled with you and you've gotten your claim for your house fire, for your roof, for your whatever. Inbox me and I'm going to show you how they still owe you just as much more money. They owe you another $5,000 to $10,000. Right now, they still owe you money. Why? You haven't read your contract because it's in fine print. They've already written you a check. You've already settled. But if it's within a year, they still owe you money. The adjuster, Alpha Insurance, Allstate, Geico, they still owe you money. They still owe you thousands of dollars. And you're sitting out there saying, oh, that can't be true. How can they do that? Because remember when we told you and folks said you're going to be able to watch television from your phone, and you said, man, that's crazy. There's no way you're going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to have a watch, and you're going to be able to talk and answer your phone on your watch. And you said, man, that's crazy. That's impossible. I'm sitting here telling you how far we are behind, and it's mostly African Americans and women, because men create this stuff and they don't turn you on. I try to help folks and tell you some good information and good things to know. If you've had an insurance claim that you had a roof replaced, someone broke in your house, you had something happen within your home, and you've had a claim and it's less than a year, they still owe you thousands. And I can tell you how to get it. And it's simple. And I guarantee you can get it. I want you to call me or come and see me, inbox me. I've got to start back helping folks because women especially are getting duped out of so much money. It gets duped out of so much money. All these people, because you're getting your government check, you're getting your retirement check, and you sitting here like, man, I get everything, man. I can afford this. I can afford this. But if you can afford it, then you can do some extra things to take care of those poor and disadvantaged children and homeless that can't do for themselves. All right. Y'all, excuse me. I feel a sneeze coming out. Excuse me. And so don't ever say, I'm satisfied. Oh, I make enough money. No, you don't, because you don't own the color blue. And I grew up, my uncle used to say, I used to say, oh, I'm satisfied. People say, oh, I'm satisfied. My uncle would teach me, he said, man, you ain't never satisfied. And don't sit around like some of these folks who's blessed and hit the lottery and say, oh man, I'm set for life. I don't need any more money. Well, do you own the color blue? No, you do not. Do you own a yacht? Do you want to go take a trip on a yacht? You know, do you have the amount of money that you can go take a trip on a yacht, that you can go and travel and do all the things you want to do? Then don't sit around and say I'm satisfied, because these people are taking advantage of us. And you get mad and leave the cable company and you blast them on social media. They don't care, because you got 10, 20 people coming up behind you that don't know. You leave the phone company. Oh, I am, man. I'm done with AT&T, man. I'm done with Sprint. I'm done with T-Mobile. They don't care. They're advertising millions of dollars. They got 10, 20 people coming right up behind you when you leave. I can show you how to save some real money. Get rid of your phone bill. I haven't had a phone bill. I don't think I've had a phone bill in 10 years. I had a phone bill, a house phone bill. I still have a house phone. Many folks don't even have a house phone. I still have a house phone, but I ain't had a bill in 10 years. Mm-hmm. Now y'all want to hear about the free rent, and someone want to hear about the free electrical bill. I'm telling you that some of y'all cable bill is just as high as a phone bill. So I can show you how to get rid of your and save some money on cable. You can get cable. You'll be able to get every channel imaginable, digital, clear. I'm blessed to be in a position that I've been offered this, and I'm just trying to figure out a way to help y'all. So inbox me, Al Tiger Tillman or Al Tillman Community. I can show you how to do it. Only thing you just reference is when you get ready to do it, I'll give you my name, the reference, and you'll be able to get it. And then you turn around and help some other folks, okay? Because that's what we got to be able to do. We got to be able to help folks. And that's what I want y'all to be able to do. Help some folks, all right? So let me put back on my headphones here and get into some of this stuff I want to get into that, I like to shock y'all with. Let me go back to something. Did y'all know that we talked about our president, 45, saying he may or may not leave the White House? Let me tell you, we're living in dangerous times. Republicans, it's not funny, but it can be funny, because y'all have been so loyal to stupidity that, you know, this is just something. There's so much infighting within the Republican Party. The mayor of Dodge City, Kansas, has just resigned. A white woman. You can look her up. I ain't gonna call her name because she's so fearful and afraid of Republicans because of the election season, but she resigned because these Republicans were turning on her because she passed the mask mandate. You know, Macon Bibb County, Georgia, and Atlanta, and so many people across the country passed a mask mandate saying you have to wear a mask. Well, think about this now. You remember you're growing up, you see Dodge City, Chester, and the sheriff from Dodge City was a tough city. But the mayor of Dodge City in Kansas resigns. She's a white female, in fear that she was getting threats and calling her, and she was so scared, man, about the mask mandate that she's actually resigned. And so these Republicans, man, I keep telling y'all run around, y'all fearful of Trump and all of this. Trump's gonna be so busy trying to defend himself and his kids, but you know, time will tell. And a lot of folks say, well, Biden won't take office. I got some African American friends that say the same thing. They believe in this QAnon stuff as well. And so it's just awful. I was riding with a friend of mine. He's a brother, and I got CNN. I got Sirius Satellite Radio. CNN came on, and they were talking about something with President Obama, and he went dang crazy. Told me to turn that devil off. He's in my car. That's what he said. Turn that devil. I said, hold on, brother. I said, now we go back. We got 25 years of history. There's a lot of things we can talk about and discuss because the president came on the radio. You start nutting up, going crazy. So that's what this stuff has some of these people doing that believe in this movement. So the mayor resigns in Dodge City, Kansas, out of fear for her life and her family because of the mask mandate. Now, because this election season, ever since the election, now what's not being reported, and I want to share some stuff with some of y'all because some stuff has not been reported because it's been overshadowed. When you're talking about the presidency of the United States, a lot of stuff gets overlooked. And one of the things that happened in the state of Oregon, now y'all not gonna believe this, and I'm telling y'all now, I'm trying to share stuff with y'all that y'all haven't kept up with because everybody's been concentrating on the election season. And so what has happened is in the state of Oregon, this is what the state of Oregon passed during the election on November last year. No, we still in this year, November this year. This past election season when we voted for the presidency, listen at this now. Nobody's talking about it. It is huge. It would be the talk of the town all over the country, but the presidency and the way Donald Trump has acted, the way the Biden race and getting Kamala Harris as the vice president, this is what's happened in the state of Oregon, and y'all can look it up. Did y'all know in the state of Oregon, it became the first state to decriminalize not only marijuana, cocaine, heroin, and so many other drugs that are deemed bad, terrible killers. The state of Oregon had on the ballot to legalize cocaine, heroin, meth, and so many other drugs. It passed. Nobody's talking about it because the presidency of the United States has been on the front page of all the news cycles because Donald Trump has made himself the issue. But can you imagine now? I think once we get past this election debacle after January 20th, they'll go back because remember now, the state house, they lost state seats. Right now in Georgia, all eyes are on Georgia because of Ossoff and Warnock, Loeffler, and Perdue, because that could help the balance of power. And I want to help Biden because I think we need a new and a fair shake and a change. And I think Democrats, because they're weak-minded sometimes, they will work to help and with Republicans more so than Republicans have helped Democrats. Democrats are, I don't know if I should use the word weak-minded, but they're more sympathetic to wanting to work with everybody. That's what Biden's going to be leading the charge, to let's work across the line. When Republicans didn't care if you don't have a glass of water or whatever. They just want to choke and squeeze all the life out you. They don't care. Let them suffer. And y'all see that sometimes even in local government. The money that the Republican presidency and the state congressmen have sent down, you still have folks that are Republicans and conservatives say, well, I don't want this money to go just to help poor people. We need to spend it all across all spectrums. Well, they sent the money down to help the poor and the disadvantaged, and the business is suffering. So that's what the money was for. It wasn't for to help the rich and the folks that's doing well, and for it to be balanced and fair. If life was balanced and fair, then there wouldn't be Jesus Christ. There wouldn't be a God to say, help my people, feed my people, look out for my people. So yeah. So the state of Oregon becomes the first state to decriminalize hard drugs like cocaine and heroin. Did y'all know that? So those that want to do your cocaine, want to do your heroin, your methamphetamines, I don't know what it costs for a bus ticket or a plane ticket, but if that's the life, you go to Oregon. Oregon says we ain't gonna keep locking up folks in our jail and spending all our money on folks that want to do drugs, heroin, cocaine. You want to sell it? Can you imagine now? Kingpins, drug sellers, they basically just put them out of business by legalizing it. Now, I don't know if the states or the government is going to start trying to sell cocaine and all this stuff, but I just think what they're saying is enough is enough. For years and years, folks have tried to win this fight with drugs, and it just hadn't happened. So the state of Oregon has basically said, we're done spending our money, putting people in jail. So our police officers, let's go out and help the poor and the disadvantaged. Let's go and serve and protect. But if you want to do cocaine, if you want to, do methamphetamine, go ahead. It's a law in the state of Oregon. Yep. It is a law in the state of Georgia. Did I say Georgia? No, Oregon. In the state of Oregon. In the state, not the city. The whole state of Oregon. So just think how many people are behind still arguing and fussing about marijuana. Should we decriminalize marijuana that grows in the forest and herb? Now, listen, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I will have what we call a social drink, and I'm what they call a social drinker, meaning if I happen to go out with somebody or somebody says, "Oh, let's have a drink," I'll find a sweet drink just to as a symbolic gesture to be in their presence where they don't feel bad. I'm sitting here drinking water and Coke because but I don't drink. I don't smoke. I've never smoked. I never sold drugs. I never I could smell a cigarette from damn 30 feet away, and I can't hardly breathe. It just does something for me or to me. Been blessed, never had an inkling that I don't know. And it's unfortunate. I grew up in Unionville, and man, everything was out there and available. And I sometimes I wonder, man, I guess, my mom and uncles, just protected and made sure I didn't have to do any of that stuff. But I've been around it. I smelled it. But like now, if I smell a cigarette, I can handle a cigar smell more so than a cigarette. But if I smell a cigarette, it just chokes me up and I can't hardly breathe. And it's just terrible. So I'm fortunate, I'm blessed. And if you are out there as well, because I know people have changed their lives, used to do certain things, but I'm blessed. I've never drank, I never smoked, never sold illegal drugs. I just ate. And now I'm trying to get right. So the state of Georgia, eyes are still on you. State of Georgia, eyes are still on us. So yeah. Last week, somebody asked me to repeat it about the state of Connecticut becomes the first state to require high schools to offer Black and Latino studies. They're going to put it in the curriculum, and they're going to start teaching in schools. So in the state of Connecticut. So and I'm hoping others will follow. maybe school won't be so boring because, you know, I know a lot of folks drop out of school, and Georgia has this stupid law. Age 16, you can make a choice to drop out of school. It's a stupid law to me, and nobody fights it. But in 2022, state of Connecticut will offer Black and Latino studies. Mayor resigns from Dodge City, Kansas. The mayor, she's a woman. She resigned from the state. Yeah. So I tell you, you got to go out and vote, people. Make a difference, make a change in your life. So many people we've lost this year. Maybe we'll have Willie Morris or Johnny Hollinshed on next week to just have fun and just sing some carols. And I work on drinking me some lemons and work on singing some songs and try and do that. You know, I'm shy when it comes to singing, but I like the holiday season for the songs and all the great songs that's out there. So maybe Johnny Hollinshed, Willie Morris, former member of the Cameo group. Word up! Oh, and Willie Morris now lives in Macon, Georgia. Maybe we'll get him on the show next week. I want to be able to talk to these brothers that's been working on to stop the violence. You know, we did this stuff well over 10 years ago, and it's continuing. So we appreciate others that have taken over. We're going to talk to some of them brothers probably next year. Know they reached out. We wanted to talk to them this year, but I just think the holiday season just needs to stay festive and, you know, holiday. All right. So we're gonna reach out, talk to them brothers, entrepreneurs. We're gonna update some stuff. We may get a chance. I'm hoping maybe we'll get a chance for our mayor elect and commissioners to call in and just say what they happy holidays or Merry Christmas to you. Maybe we'll get a chance to do that with our new mayor elect, our new commission elect. And then, you know, I want to say farewell. If you're in Macon, Georgia, we've had a chance to serve with some great folks. Mayor Rickard is leaving office. He's retiring. Schlesinger, Commissioner Schlesinger, Bivens, Scotty Shepard, and Joe Allen in Macon are leaving. And some folks have been waiting on a change. And you've got 5 commission members that's leaving, which includes the mayor. He's a commissioner as well. Okay. So I want to wish them the best of luck. Mayor Rickard, been a pleasure. Some days are up, some days are down. 13 years. Y'all know Mayor Rickard never took a vacation in 13 years as the mayor. Never took a 2-week vacation. Some people say, who cares? This man liked being the mayor. He wouldn't take a vacation, you know. And see, that's what, you know, sometimes I just need 2-3 days. Some people just need 2-3 days. They go away to the mountains, to their cabins, and, you know, they're fortunate, do their thing. And, you know, they go away on the weekend, stay an extra day or 2. But the mayor, Rickard, 13 years, never took a true full vacation. Man, gotta love his job. Rabbi Larry Schlesinger, I serve with in the NAACP, who's my religious affairs chair. I met him back in 2005 when I was with the NAACP. He became my religious affairs chairman. He's retiring, leaving the Macon City Commission. So thank you, Schlesinger. Bivens, interesting fellow. Bivens. Interesting fellow. Commissioner Bibbins. Military man. Thank you for your service. Scotty Shepard, who I got on the phone and told me he would support naming City Auditorium after Jack Ellis, and then got sick and ill and got on the phone and called in and voted against it. He's leaving, tried to be sheriff. Scotty's really a nice guy. But I remember that's the last thing he did. Told me, yeah, I don't have a problem with Jack Ellis naming the City Auditorium after him. And then he got sick and they got him on the phone and he, voted against it. So that's what he did, man. So, yeah. I don't know. I was waiting for my music. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Al Tillman Show. Always remember, never, ever, in the words of my friend Big George, look down on anyone. And y'all be blessed. And we'll see you next Thursday. It's the holiday season. Y'all be blessed. Take care. This is Al Tillman.
Don't hesitate to turn it up to make sure you can hear it. The power that you're looking for can be found in the lyrics. So if there's a Goliath, you don't have to run and fear it. Just take the time, listen to God, rep it for God.